हेलो बॉयज, वेलकम यार। क्या हाल है तुम्हारे? मेरे को बताओ यार, व्हाट इज अप? कैसा चल रहा है भाई डार्बी के लिए? तुम लोग एक्साइटेड हो कि नहीं है, ये बता दो मेरे को तुम एक बार। बहुत ही भाई तगड़ा वाला मैच होने वाला है भाई। बहुत ही इवनली मैच्ड कॉन्टेस्ट है आज। इट इज वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। इट इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग बिकॉज मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड, of course, they are in a bit of a trouble since a couple of years now, but आते आते इधर एक्चुअली सिटी भी थोड़ी सी डगमगाई हुई है। दे आर नॉट इन द बेस्ट ऑफ फॉर्म एज सच। सो इंटरेस्टिंग रहेगा काफ़ी। तुम लोगों को मज़ा भी आएगा यार। ये मैच एक बार हम लाइनअप देख लेते हैं। लाइनअप्स क्या कहती है हमें? वॉट डू द लाइनअप से टू अस? मेरे को देखना है भाई। आई वॉन्ट टू सी क्या शेस्को स्टार्ट कर रहा है आज। चैट, अगर कोई तुम हो चैट में, प्लीज़ मेरे को बताओ क्या आज शेस्को स्टार्ट कर रहा है। मैंने लाइन्स देखी नहीं है अब तक। लाइनअप्स अभी भी पेंडिंग है मेरे एंड पे। वी नीड टू सी कि भाई क्या लाइनअप्स चल रही है यहाँ पे। देखता हूँ मैं, रुक जाओ एक सेकेंड। लाइनअप्स क्यों लोड नहीं हो रही मेरे में? चल लो भाई, आ जाओ। डिटेल्स एंड लाइनअप्स, ये रही लाइनअप्स। चलो देखते हैं एक बार लाइनअप्स क्या है। लाइनअप्स में भाई डोनारूमा डेब्यू कर रहे हैं भाई सिटी के लिए। दैट विल बी अ क्रेजी क्रेजी addition to the city squad because already strong है squad, but Donnarumma भी आ चुका है अब, so it will be very interesting. Of course, Rodri है वहाँ पे, Tejani Reinders है, Kusanov, Ruben Diaz, Guardiola is coming back from injury, and Guardiola is starting today. O'Reilly start कर रहे हैं आज. I'm not sure if I have seen O'Reilly before, but Bernardo Silva है, Rodri है, Tejani Reinders है, Phil Foden. Phil Foden is getting a start ahead of Rico Lewis और Oscar Bob, बिकॉज काफ़ी टाइम से ये चल रहा था कि भाई स्टार्ट कौन करेगा एक्चुअली सिटी के लिए। तो यही सीन है, देखते हैं। चलो फिर कौन है? और हालैंड है एंड डोकू है। परफेक्ट परफेक्ट लाइनअप एंड शेस्को इज स्टार्टिंग बॉयज। शेस्को इज स्टार्टिंग। ये हुई ना बात यार। यही तो चाहिए था ना भाई। शेस्को स्टार्ट करे, यही तो चाहिए था हमें भाई। दिस विल बी वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग बिकॉज शेस्को के लिए मैं एक्साइटेड था जब से बंदे ने साइन किया है ना यार। बहुत ही क्रेजी क्रेजी हो जाएगा यार। दिस विल बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टू सी बिकॉज अब दिखेगी तुम्हें रियल यूनाइटेड। बिकॉज बट कुनिया स्टार्ट नहीं कर रहा है। आई थिंक इंजर्ड है वो आज के मैच के लिए। बट एम्बुएमो है, अमार दियालो स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं। माजराउई को स्टार्ट मिला है आज। उगारते इन द मिडफील्ड, डोरगो ऑन द लेफ्ट, लूक शॉ, मैथास de Ligt एंड यूरो एज द थर्ड। थ्री बैक्स, थ्री सेंटर बैक्स, जो कि एमोरम पसंद करता है यार। ठीक है खेलना। सो यही है भाई। लाइनअप्स तो बहुत सही तगड़ी दिख रही है भाई। गेम भाई स्टार्ट होने ही वाला है। हम आगे यार चलते चलते हम बातें बहुत करेंगे यार आज की मैच पे। इट विल बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टू सी। इट विल बी वेरी फन टू वॉच एग्जैक्टली बिकॉज है भाई मैनचेस्टर डार्बी है। बड़ा दिन है यार। क्या बात कर रहे हो तुम? बड़ा दिन है आज, बहुत बड़ा दिन है भाई। बहुत ही सही होने वाली है आज सीन। बहुत ही मजा आएगा। तो आ चुके हैं हम भाई। गाइस स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट हो रही है। पेप ग्वार्डियोला और रूबन अमोरिम मिल रहे हैं एक दूसरे से। दे आर शेकिंग हैंड्स एंड पेप ग्वार्डियोला गोइंग अहेड एंड शेकिंग हैंड्स ऑफ ऑल द कोचिंग स्टाफ ऑफ मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड। बट एतिहाद स्टेडियम में खेला जा रहा है। एम्प्टी हार्ट बोलते हैं लोग उसे। एम्प्टी हार्ट आज लग नहीं रहा। एम्प्टी हार्ट जनरली नहीं होता। इट इज मोर ऑफ अ बैंटर। इट इज नॉट अ एक्चुअल थिंग एज सच। सो वही बात है भाई, वही बात है। ये देखो एक बार लाइनअप्स तुम देख लो, अगर तुम्हारी स्क्रीन पे तुम्हें दिख रहा है तो। दीज आर द लाइनअप्स फॉर बोथ द टीम्स यहाँ पे। तो तुम देख सकते हो, दीज आर द लाइनअप्स। ये खेल रही हैं लोग यहाँ पे एग्जैक्टली। तो सही चल रहा है भाई। एकदम एकदम क्रेजी वाला सीन हो रखा है यहाँ पे। सो इट इज, इट इज स्टार्टिंग भाई। बिग डे अहेड, बिग डे अहेड। मैनचेस्टर डार्बी है यहाँ पे यार। प्रेडिक्शन बताओ यार। आई एम गोइंग फॉर अ गोल स्कोरिंग फेस्ट यार। आई थिंक दिस इज गोइंग टू एंड इन अ 2-2 ड्रॉ। ये है मेरा प्रेडिक्शन बॉयज। ये है मेरा प्रेडिक्शन कि 2-2 ड्रॉ होगा। हु इज विनिंग टुडे गाइस? मैं पोल डाल रहा हूँ। अगर कोई भी देख रहा है, whoever is watching the poll, give me an answer कि who is winning today's game. मैन सिटी या मैन यूनाइटेड, और इज इट गोइंग टू बी अ ड्रॉ? बिकॉज मेरा तो है भाई, आई थिंक दिस इज गोइंग टू बी अ ड्रॉ, बिकॉज तगड़ा वाला सीन है। स्टार्ट कर दिया मैंने पोल, तुम देख लेना। पोल का जवाब दो मेरे को। व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक कि आज क्या होने वाला है इधर? तो भाई आ गए हैं हम। लेट्स स्टार्ट वॉचिंग द मैनचेस्टर डर्बी डूड। लेट्स स्टार्ट द मैनचेस्टर डर्बी, क्योंकि है भाई आज का दिन बड़ा है, आज का दिन तगड़ा है, एंड वी विल बी in a lot of fun, bro. We'll be in a lot of fun here because देखो यार, शेस्को स्टार्ट कर रहा है। आई एम एक्साइटेड टू सी शेस्को। और शेस्को स्टार्ट कर रहा है, एम्बुएमो इज प्लेइंग, ब्रूनो फर्नांडेज एंड कैसेमीरो आज नहीं है। कैसेमीरो इज नॉट स्टार्टिंग गाइस। क्या बेंच पे है कैसेमीरो? इज कैसेमीरो ऑन द बेंच और इज ही आउट इंजर्ड? इंजरी हुई है क्या? नहीं, कैसेमीरो इज ऑन द बेंच, ही इज ऑन द बेंच गाइस। सही चल रहा है बॉयज, सही चल रहा है। लेट्स डू दिस, कम ऑन बॉयज, लेट्स गो, लेट्स गो बॉयज, लेट्स गो। किक ऑफ इज नॉट फार अवे बॉयज, किक ऑफ इज नॉट फार अवे। तो सही चल रहा है बॉयज, सही चल रहा है। हाउ डू यू थिंक दिस इज गोइंग टू पैन आउट हियर? भाई एक एक तुम्हें दिखाता हूँ, इंटरेस्टिंग सी चीज दिखाता हूँ मैं। जस्ट वेट फॉर अ मोमेंट कि भाई है क्या सीन यहाँ पे। ठीक है, ये देख लो एक बार, ग्राफ देखो तुम। हाउ आर बोथ द टीम्स प्लेइंग? बट हियर वी गो, फर्स्ट वी विल स्टार्ट ऑफ द किक ऑफ, फिर हम आगे जाएंगे यार, आगे और कुछ डिस्कस करेंगे। बट किक ऑफ हो चुका है गाइस, किक ऑफ इज हियर एंड positive start from Manchester City. यार City is forward, they're trying to go forward. Haaland का shot भाई just wide in the first 20 seconds भाई साहब। What an electric start यार, what an electric start. There was nothing wrong defensively here, just brilliant play from Haaland, and भाई क्या shot लिया है बंदे ने, भाई क्या shot लिया है, भाई क्या shot लिया है। Crazy my guys, crazy. Wow. What a shot. What an effort in the first 20 seconds यार। 20 seconds में कोई कैसे कर सकता है भाई। Wow. इलेक्ट्रिक स्टार्ट यार, इलेक्ट्रिक स्टार्ट। मजा आ गया भाई, बहुत मजा आने वाला है भाई। मेरी प्रेडिक्शन है भाई, 2-2 इज माय प्रेडिक्शन। तुम बताओ मेरे को, व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक आज हो क्या रहा है यहाँ पे? यहाँ पे आते हुए भाई, गोइंग बॉल गोइंग ऑन द लेफ्ट, जेरेमी डोकू के पास, एंड दैट शुड बी अ फाउल फ्रॉम अजरावी। नो, it is a throw-in for Manchester United. मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड गोइंग बैक, डेलिक्ट के पास बॉल है, बट प्रेसिंग भाई, प्रेसिंग की ही तो बात थी यहाँ पे। यही तो मैं बात कर रहा था। इट इज लुकिंग लिटिल बिट पॉजिटिव फ्रॉम सिटी, बिकॉज अब तक जो तुमने देखा है, जब अब तक जो तुमने चीजें देखी है, ये देखो, दिस इज व्हाट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट। ये मेरा ग्राफ तुम देखो, मैनचेस्टर सिटी वर्सेस मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड कैसे खेल रही है इस सीजन। अब तक जो 3-4 गेम्स हमने देखे हैं दोनों टीम्स के लिए, हाउ दे आर परफॉर्मिंग हियर, तो वो एक बार हम देख ले रहे हैं। तो अब तक ऑफ साइड होना चाहिए ये, यहाँ पे शुड बी ऑफ साइड, या इट इज ऑफ साइड। फिल फोर्डन था वहां पे, नहीं, इट वाज राइंडर्स हु वाज ऑफ साइड। बट यस, वी आर कमिंग टू दिस पॉइंट हियर कि एग्जैक्टली हो क्या रहा है यहाँ पे। एक बार हम ये देख रहे हैं, तो सिटी भाई प्रेस करने की कोशिश कर रही है। दे, इट इज नॉट लाइक के they are not trying to press, they are trying to play a different brand of football than they are playing right now. I mean, अब तक जो हमने सिटी का क्लासिक फॉर्मेशन और क्लासिक स्टाइल देखा है, they are playing a little bit differently. They're trying to press, but actually वो press pull off नहीं हो पा रहा है। तो what is happening here is pseudo press हो रहा है। Manchester United on the other hand, it is, I think, कहीं पे तो मैंने देखा था after 2015, this is the first time that Manchester United is actually above Manchester City in the league table. तो it is a crazy thing because 2 मैचेस हारे हैं मैनचेस्टर सिटी ने in the first 3 games, which is very surprising. मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड भी काफी बेटर नहीं है, but they're still coming off from a win. They want to continue the momentum. Of course, international break था बीच में, but मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का तुम देख रहे हो यार, तुम काउंटर्स पे रिलाई कर रहे हैं, प्रेसिंग पे रिलाई कर रहे हैं और अटैक ज्यादा कर रहे हैं। Whereas तुम मैनचेस्टर सिटी का देखोगे, पेप गार्डियोला का, ऑफ कोर्स इट इज अ वेरी वेरी कॉमन थिंग कि भाई पेप गार्डियोला हमेशा चाहता है कि पोजीशन रहे, तो दे विल ऑफ कोर्स बी ऑन द पोजीशन। शेष्को यहाँ पे लॉन्ग शॉट लिया, डोनारूमा का सेव, फर्स्ट टच फॉर डोनारूमा हियर। शेष्को का क्रेजी शॉट था भाई। मैं यार एक्साइटेड हूँ, मैं तुम्हें पहले से बता रहा हूँ, शेष्को मजा आएगा भाई। शेष्को ने देखो क्या शॉट लिया भाई, हाउ डिड ही पुल दैट शॉट ऑफ फ्रॉम हिज लेफ्ट फुट, दैट इज क्रेजी भाई, दैट इज क्रेजी। बहुत ही मजा आ रहा है भाई ये तो। माजरावी का इंटरसेप्शन गोज इन फॉर अ क्रॉस, डोनारूमा का टच वहां पे, ही पंच्ड इट ऑफ। हालैंड यहाँ पे आते हुए, फोर्डन गोज लॉन्ग, ट्राइज टू फाइंड जेरेमी डोकू, बट आई थिंक यूरो विल कवर इट एंड आई थिंक ही विल लेट इट रन फॉर अ गोल किक। डोकू को फाउल दिया वहां पे, डोकू वाज पुशिंग यूरो देयर, बट या दैट्स दैट। बट यस भाई यस, इंटेंसिटी है यार, इंटेंसिटी आज है। इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी योर क्लासिक यू नो पोजेशन बेस्ड गेम। दोनों तरफ से भाई पैशन दिखेगा, दोनों तरफ से भाई क्रेजी चीजें दिखेंगी तुम्हें। इट वोंट बी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड, नहीं, नॉट एट ऑल बॉय, नॉट एट ऑल। बहुत ही मजा आएगा भाई, बहुत ही मजा आएगा, देख रहे हैं। चलो, वी आर ऑन द स्ट्रीम अगेन, वी आर स्ट्रीमिंग। अगर कोई चैट में है यार, मेरे को बताओ व्हाट्स हैपनिंग गाइस, व्हाट्स हैपनिंग। तुम्हें क्या लग रहा है, प्रेडिक्शन क्या कह रही है तुम्हारी, किसके लिए तुम एक्साइटेड हो देखने के लिए। और यहाँ पे बॉल बाहर जाता हुआ, इट इज अ थ्रो इन फॉर मैनचेस्टर सिटी। Again, it is a throw in for Manchester United, just pushing forward and just playing around with everything here, so not a big deal as of now. Manchester United on the ball. They're looking comfortable, to say the least. They are looking very comfortable on the ball. They are not actually pressing, or they are not looking uncomfortable. They are trying actively to be on the ball, to win on the ball. डेलिक्ट यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा प्रेशर, वहां पे प्रेसिंग होती हुई वहां पे सिटी की। हियर गोज द लॉन्ग बॉल टू एम्बुएमो, बट हेवी पास हो गया थोड़ा सा। इट वाज अ गुड मूव, इट वाज अ गुड विजन फ्रॉम अमाद डियालो देयर, बट yes, this will improve. And if you guys want to know my standing on this, of course I will be with Manchester United. Manchester United इधर रहेगा तुम्हारा। मैं ऑफ कोर्स सपोर्ट कर रहा हूँ भाई मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड को। इट विल बी इंटरेस्टिंग यार। शेस्को इज द गाय आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू सीइंग हियर, बिकॉज बहुत हाइप थी। ही हैजंट गॉट अ चांस टू प्रूव हिमसेल्फ येट, बिकॉज स्टार्ट्स नहीं मिले हैं एंड ही इज प्लेड अ वेरी लिटिल गेम। दिस इज आई थिंक हिज फर्स्ट स्टार्ट इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग। सो या इंटरेस्टिंग रहेगा यार। एम्बुएमो एंड शेस्को का जो लिंकअप है, इट विल बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टू सी। अपार्ट फ्रॉम इट, ही हैज दैट फिजिकलिटी, ही हैज द हाइट। तो थोड़ा सा ओ थोड़ा सा बाइंडीर का मेस अप एंड ही रिकवर्स इट भाई। that was scary भाई। this you can't do this in a derby, man. You can't do this in a derby. You can't concede your goals cheaply like this. बच गया है। Haaland was there to poach it, but he is safe. He is safe for now, but he needs to focus. He needs to focus. बाइंडीर के पास वापस बॉल, he goes long, finds no one, but वहां पे डोरगू इंटरसेप्ट किया, बट बैक टू द सिटीज पोजेशन। रॉड्री यहाँ पे लूज किया बॉल को, शेस्को ऑन द रन, एम्बुएमो को फाइंड करने की कोशिश, बट वेरी स्लाइट टच। हेवी होना चाहिए था थोड़ा सा पास। ही वांटेड टू burst out या कहे launch Mbuemo forward, but his pass was a little you know, what do we say, क्या बोलते हैं, पावर नहीं था यार पास में, पहले ही रुक गया पास। एनीवे, नया कीपर साइन किया है बाय द वे यूनाइटेड ने, इफ यू गाइस डोंट नो येट। तुम ऑफ कोर्स फॉलो करते होगे कि कौन है कौन नहीं। लमेंस आ रहे हैं। लमेंस इज द न्यू साइनिंग, जो कि स्क्रीन पे भी तुम्हें दिख रहा है। लमेंस इज here. Mbuemo on the ball. He tries to find Amad Diallo, but intercepted from Ruben Diaz. Jeremy Doku and Bruno Fernandes calmly gets it back to Euro, and now it is Luke Shaw on the ball. But भाई तुम्हें अगर starting के थोड़े moments देखे हैं ना तुमने, apart from that Bayandir blunder, if you will, Manchester United is looking quite comfortable on the ball. They're not too busy या कहे too excited या कहे ज़्यादा extra करने की कोशिश नहीं कर रहे हैं. They are calm in their possession. They want to get the ball forward, but strategically. They don't want to hurry. Yes, hurry is the right word. They don't want to hurry in the mix here. So सही है. अभी के लिए तो it looks good for Manchester United. एक दो सेव्स भाई डोनारूमा को भी करने पड़े हैं रादर. उसका भी फर्स्ट स्टार्ट है फॉर मैनचेस्टर सिटी आफ्टर साइनिंग, सो इट्स गोइंग टू बी इंटरेस्टिंग. डोनारूमा coming on as a Champions League winning keeper, and यहाँ पे डोरगू ने भाई बॉल विन की and he drawed a foul from Bernardo Silva. पेस है भाई, फिजिकलिटी है डोरगू के पास, फिजिकलिटी है. इट वाज अ मिसप्लेस्ड पास एंड बर्नार्डो सिल्वा के पास ही था बॉल है, भाई स्नैच कर लिया. भाई तू निकल, मैं ले रहा हूँ बॉल. वाओ, physicality है भाई. Dorgu is very physical in his play. He is very physical in his play. So it is going to be very interesting here. So we are watching him. Mbuemo standing over the free kick here, getting a free kick. Bernardo Silva ने थोड़ा सा foul कर दिया था फिर, but yeah, he is taking the free kick. Mbuemo here. Mbuemo कर रहे हैं भाई रेफरी सेटिंग अप द लाइंस. सब लोग हैं वहां पे ही हैं. हालैंड इज ऑन द बॉक्स ट्राइंग टू डिफेंड द लीग. Mbuemo crosses it in and tries to find Dorgu but failing to do so. एक leaping या कहे falling effort था, but it was not possible for Dorgu to connect any of the ball with his head. यहाँ पे कौन है ये? डालो है नहीं. It is Mazraoui, I think. Amad Diallo tries to. नहीं. Amad Diallo वहाँ पे open में था. He had to find Amad Diallo, but he tries to find Sheshko, but failing to do so. Phil Foden. Rodri यहाँ पे बॉल पे. Rodri goes to Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz to Kushanov. Kushanov को टैकल करते हुए यहाँ पे Mbuemo, and it is a throw in for Manchester City. डोकू यहाँ पे ऑन द बॉल. बट तुम्हें अगर पता है यार, तुम आई डोंट नो इफ यू फॉलो द न्यूज़ वेल, बट अगर तुम लोगों को पता है, इट इज़ एक्चुअली के बिफोर दिस सीजन पेप गार्डियोला ने बोला है कि दे आर ट्राइंग टू फाइंड अ न्यू स्टाइल इन मॉडर्न फुटबॉल, बिकॉज लास्ट ईयर जो लिवरपूल ने तबाही मचाई है एंड बार्सिलोना पीएसजी जिस तरीके से खेल रहे हैं, ही वांट्स टू इंट्रोड्यूस न्यू थिंग्स इनटू हिज फुटबॉल, इनटू हिज टैक्टिक्स. तो पेप गार्डियोला इज ट्राइंग टू अपग्रेड और अपडेट द मॉडर्न फुटबॉल. वो अब तक चल रहा था पोजेशन टिकी टाका, पोजेशन टिकी टाका, उसी तरीके से चल रहा था. व्हेन he won the treble as well. He won a lot of trophies with Manchester City with that style, but he is seeing some loopholes, some workarounds against his style of play. So he is actively trying to improve it, and इसीलिए तुम देख रहे हो लास्ट ईयर से थोड़ा सा डिप आया है मैनचेस्टर सिटी के फॉर्म में, मैनचेस्टर सिटी के प्ले में. एंड इधर भाई बॉल दिया है क्रेजी वाला यहाँ पे, बट राइंडर्स का डिसअपॉइंटिंग पास था. बट एनीवे, आई वाज सेइंग भाई पेप गार्डियोला, अगर तुम्हें पता है, ही इज ट्राइंग टू revolutionize football. Revolutionize तो नहीं है, but he's trying to adapt to the modern football here, because उसने बोला है यार कि भाई जिस तरीके से अभी तक हम खेल रहे थे वो तो काम नहीं कर रहा है. We need to do something about it. तो वही है, he is trying to do that. Exactly. तो he is trying to press more. Possession based football obviously है, but when he loses the ball, he's trying to press, he's trying to get into that pressing, he's trying to get into that aggressive mindset of modern football जो अभी भी चल रहा है, which everyone is following apparently. High intensity, high press, winning the ball at the keeper's end. तो ये चल रहा है. अभी भी तुम देखोगे यार आगे के जो बैंडीर का अभी तक ब्लंडर हुआ था, तो इट वॉज बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रेस ऑफ हालैंड. तो ये तुमने भाई पीएसजी को बहुत अच्छे से करते हुए देखा है, स्पेशली लुइस एनरिके के मैनेजमेंट में. उस्मान डेम्बेले, डेज़रे डुवे, एवरीवन इज लाइक pressing like hell, and that's why they're scoring so much. So that is something Pep Guardiola is trying to replicate, not exactly replicate, but थोड़ा वो try कर रहा है कि modern करे football को. Like he adapts to the new style of football that it is growing into. तो इसीलिए थोड़ा सा dip है. He's still trying to figure out. Amad Diallo यहाँ पे he's trying the counter attack here, but he has no space here. And was that show? But yeah, heavy pass straight to Donnarumma. Guardiola to Reinders. नहीं, that was Foden. Foden कितना deep आया है भाई. Jeremy Doku to Rodri, but misplaced pass भाई. Ballon d'Or जीतने के बाद Rodri is fallen off. Same as Vinicius, वो जो 2023 का Ballon d'Or shout था, 2024 का rather. उसके बाद Vinicius and Rodri haven't looked the best. Of course, Rodri was out injured for the whole season, but दोनों का जो rivalry था उसके बाद दोनों का fall off आया है. That is what I think. Haaland यहाँ पे launching forward, Bandir clears it outside the box and safely out, and it is a throw-in for Manchester City. Phil Foden was trying to appeal for a foul, but referee says, no, that's not a foul, guys. That's not a foul. De Ligt also saying, just get up, man. Don't fucking do that. But anyway, ठीक है भाई. भाई start बहुत अच्छा हुआ है गेम का. It is not the best, but it is still pretty good. The intensity is there. The physicality is there. Fouls हो रहे हैं यहाँ पे. Chances create इतने नहीं हुए हैं अब तक. There was a few chances created in the first 10 minutes, but उसके बाद थोड़ा सा गेम सेटल हो रहा है. And here again a slip up from Rodri to Bruno Fernandes finding Dorgu goes in for a cross. Amad Diallo goes for a bicycle kick but failing to do so. Bruno Fernandes ने अच्छे से उसको take on किया but ended up losing possession, and it is a foul from Mazraoui now. भाई साहब, Amad Diallo was going for the special, man. He was going for the special. I think the wiser option was to just pass the ball to, Šeško or Mbeumo. But all of it came from Rodri. That's what I was talking about. कि भाई, Rodri is not focused. He is very, very off after the Ballon d'Or win. ये कल की स्ट्रीम में मैं यही बात कर रहा था विनीशियस के बारे में. After that season, that debatable season of whatever between the Ballon d'Or of Rodri versus Vinicius, but चीज यही है ना यार कि दोनों का थोड़ा सा डाउनफॉल जैसा तो है. They're not actually contributing like they used to. Like Rodri was the power engine. He was the engine of the team. He used to dictate the play. He used to do everything there, from creation to defense to attack. Everything, सब जगह contribute करता. डोकू यार मेरे भाई, क्या बंदा है भाई ये डोकू. And it is a goal. Phil Foden gets a start and he scores. Jeremy Doku का credit, full credit to Jeremy Doku, and Manchester City leads the Manchester derby यार. Jeremy Doku is one of the finest dribblers यार. इसके जैसा ड्रिबलर मैंने देखा नहीं. ऑफ कोर्स मेसी वैसी मत करना कमेंट में, बट डोकू इज समथिंग एल्स मेरे भाई. मतलब मेसी है ऑफ कोर्स, ही इज द ग्रेटेस्ट ड्रिबलर, बट हर जगह उसको घुसाने की जरूरत नहीं है. इन द मॉडर्न डे जेरेमी डोकू जैसा ड्रिबलर नहीं है भाई, लेकिन निकल जाता है मेरे भाई, लेकिन निकल जाता है. और इसमें भी यही हुआ. सेम जेरेमी डोकू हैड द बॉल हियर अगेन. मैं थोड़ा सा बोल ही रहा था, एंड जेरेमी डोकू ने भाई 3 डिफेंडर को टिपटो किया है. ही ट्राइड टू गेट इट इन, एंड अ फाइन हेडर फ्रॉम फिल फोर्डन यार, देखो भाई, तीन डिफेंडर. He tries to get the cross the first time, didn't go off, but fall back into him. Got in the second one and gets it inch perfect right into Foden's head, and it is a goal. Wow. Manchester City are leading the Manchester Derby. This is what we are here for, guys. This is what we are here for. Absolutely amazing. What a goal. Fast start है भाई, fast start है. Absolutely fast start here for Manchester City. And yes, they are leading the game now, and it will get very interesting, guys. Believe me, this is going to get very, very interesting. कुछ तो झगड़ा हो रहा है भाई, कुछ तो झगड़ा हो रहा है अगेन फोर्डन के बीच में, और कौन था वहां पे दूसरा बंदा, ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस के बीच में. भाई झगड़ा हो रहा है, भाई झगड़ा हो रहा है. हुआ क्या एग्जैक्टली exactly भाई? मिस कर दिया क्या मैंने कुछ? कुछ तो मिस किया है भाई मैंने. आई फील लाइक कुछ तो मिस कर दिया है मैंने. एनीवे, इट इज लुक शॉ एंड अमाद डियालो वाज नॉट एबल टू रिसीव इट. अभी अभी रियल टेस्ट है भाई मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का. दिस इज द रियल टेस्ट फॉर मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड राइट नाउ, बिकॉज लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट, they don't cope well when they go behind. Until and unless there is Lord Maguire, Lord Harry Maguire, Erling Haaland यहाँ पे ball पे he's trying to dribble past, but that is not his strength. He just wants to run, and Jeremy Doku tried to receive the ball, but it ended up outside, and it is a throw in for Manchester United. But यही है भाई, टेस्ट मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का अभी आ रहा है. अब तक they were very settled, but जैसे ही गोल आया थोड़े से unsettled हो गए. They need to believe in themselves. अनसेटल होने की जरूरत नहीं है यहाँ पे गाइस. देयर इज स्टिल 70 मिनट्स टू प्ले इन द गेम, बिकॉज अभी से अगर तुम ये चीज कर लोगे यार तो नहीं होगा ना यार. इट वोंट बी पॉसिबल फॉर यू टू कम बैक फ्रॉम दिस. You need to believe in yourself, you need to believe in your systems, you need to believe in your capability. I know it is a hard time for you, but now what was that from Dorgo and Bruno Fernandes? I don't know. अचानक से भाई सब लिंकअप्स गायब हो चुके हैं. The control that Manchester United had over the ball, the calmness that they had till now, it is gone with the goal. They need to find that back, because खराब नहीं खेल रहे थे. Manchester United were not playing badly, but all of a sudden they look lost. They are everywhere, committing fouls, not communicating properly, and shit's going down now. Shit's going down. Kushanov वहां पे, is he trying to take a long throw there? No, no, no. Don't take a long throw. Finds Reinders. Kushanov का interception. नहीं नहीं नहीं, intercept नहीं हुआ from Manchester United. Dorgu का challenge, and it is again a throw for Manchester City. City भाई अब they will hammer away. They will hammer away. They will try to find that next goal and settle into the game. But Manchester United का यही टेस्ट है अभी कि भाई how will they stop City from doing this? Because नहीं हो रहा ना ये तो भाई. If they keep doing this, it's going to be very, very hard for them to come back after 2 goals. They need to find that balance. They need to find that calmness again यार. Because starting at 10-15 minute, they were very calm on the ball. जब भी possession आ रहा था यूनाइटेड के पास, they were very, very calm. But all of a sudden सब कुछ अनसेटल हो गया है बॉयज. सब कुछ अनसेटल हो गया है. So yeah, this is it यार, this is it. Now that is a corner for Manchester City. They're discussing over some tactics. I think there can be a set piece routine coming here for Manchester City. Oh, cleared away, cleared away. It is Kushanov now. Goes back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma भाई अभी अटैक नहीं हो रहा ना यार. अभी Manchester City are in their flow now. Like they are in the possession. They want to be in the possession, and they will be in the possession. because that is how Manchester City plays. मुझे याद है भाई Pep Guardiola का one of the finest matches, they had like 75% possession in the game. Like that is classic Manchester City, that is classic Pep Guardiola system. Jeremy Doku here. Doku again tiptoeing and oh wow! क्या shot था भाई from Reinders. Bindir was lucky there that the ball went straight into his chest, but अगर वो नहीं होता ना भाई, this was a goal. क्या quick shot लिया ना भाई, just he flicked it around. Jeremy Doku finds a beautiful pass to Reinders and he just flicks it. सही था भाई effort. It was a very good effort, I will not lie. It is a very good effort. But अभी एक surge आ रही है. There is a wave coming from Manchester City, and Manchester United need to be calm. They need to, control it. They need to be settling in. They need to absorb the pressure, because next 5 to 10 minutes will be absolutely crucial for both the teams. Because ये जो चीज हो रही है ना अभी, जो एक वेव आ रही है मैनचेस्टर सिटी की, डोकू जो मचा रहा है भाई दोनों साइड, ही इज स्वॉपिंग द विंग्स, ही इज गोइंग एवरीवेयर एंड मचा रहा है भाई. जेरेमी डोकू को केज करना मुश्किल हो रहा है मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड के लिए. डोकू अगेन ऑन द बॉल, गोज टू ओराइली, बैक टू ग्वार्डियोल और रूबन डियाज. बट यही है भाई, need to figure out a way to absorb the pressure and get counter attacks in, because attacks नहीं बन रहे हैं. Just long balls to the front line won't work. You are just shooting in the dark and looking for magic. Yes, this is better. Pressing is better. Donnarumma यहाँ पे finds Ugarte to Euro की mistake, and Haaland is in the clear. Haaland is in the clear. He's trying to find Bernardo Silva. Haaland again, but touch was bad there. Bad touch from Erling Haaland there. Very bad touch. Very, very bad touch. Very bad touch from Haaland there. Better हो सकता था यार pass. My pass तो better नहीं हो सकता था. Touch better हो सकता था. Because he was in the clear. Yeah. Had he got the touch in, he was in the clear, guys. He was in the clear for sure. किसका throw है? Or is it a free kick for anyone? It is a throw in for Manchester City. Kushanov ले रहा है वहाँ पे. बट यार कहीं ना कहीं से स्पेसेस निकालने पड़ेंगे मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड को, बिकॉज दिस विल नॉट वर्क. ये ऐसा ही खेलते रहे ना भाई तो नहीं हो रहा ना भाई. वो बंदे के बाल खड़े के खड़े रहेंगे भाई, बड़े के बड़े रहेंगे भाई. डोकू का कंट्रोल वाज बैड ऑन दैट ओकेजन, बट दैट वाज अ गुड बॉल. इट वाज अ गुड विजन फ्रॉम फिल फोर्डन. फिल फोर्डन को भाई आज पूरी फ्रीडम दी है, आज पूरी फ्रीडम दी है. फिल फोर्डन और जेरेमी डोकू फुल फ्रीडम है. तुम्हें जहां जाना है जाओ, जो करना है करो. जस्ट फाइंड दोस स्पेसेस, ड्रिबल इनटू द स्पेसेस एंड फाइंड दोस चांसेस. ये क्लियर है भाई, बिकॉज फिल फोर्डन मेरे को डीप ही दिख रहा है. ही फॉरवर्ड दिखा है जस्ट एट द टाइम ऑफ गोल, बट बाकी ही इज कमिंग आउट डीप, ही इज कमिंग ऑफ डीप एंड ही इज ट्राइंग टू फाइंड पीपल अक्रॉस, स्ट्रेट, लॉन्ग बॉल्स एवरीवेयर. तो ये थोड़ा फिल फोर्डन का एनालिसिस मेरे को लग रहा है. ही इज ट्राइंग टू गेट इन डीप. ही हैड टू प्ले ऑन द राइट विंग, बट उसको एक फ्री रोम रोल दिया हुआ है वहां पे. एंड एम्बुएमो इज इन द क्लियर नाउ. एम्बुएमो trying to find a cross. He finds a cross but cleared away from Ruben Dias. Ugarte to Dorgu. Dorgu goes back, tries to settle into the possession. Luke Shaw now. Luke Shaw to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes finds Amad Diallo. Diallo to Ugarte. Ugarte goes right to Euro. Mbuemo tries to find Mazraoui. Successful on that occasion. Phil Foden intercept. भाई देखा deep आ रहा है भाई. Phil Foden is coming off deep. Reinders loses the ball again. And Ugarte it is. He tries to find a long ball to Mbuemo. I think it should be offside, but he's in the clear and he misses it. What the fuck, man? I know you're offside, but if there is a slightest chance that you are not, I think you should take the fucking chance. He was probably offside and he knew that he was offside, but अगर 2% भी चांस तुम्हें लग रहा है कि you could have been onside, at least hit it on the target. This is a horrible effort यार. This is a horrible effort. क्या चल रहा है भाई? तुम संडे लीग खेल रहे हो क्या? What the hell man? What the hell? ठीक है, ऑफसाइड ही था. Yes, given that, but still needs to do better. Needs to do fucking better, man. He needs to do fucking better. Whatever the fuck, bro. Whatever the fuck. Phil Foden again. O'Reilly to Doku. Doku भाई मूड में है आज. नीमेटाकू वो वाला सुना है तुमने? वो देखा है तुमने? सिटी का जो था, आया था जो. ओ भाई क्रेजी करते हैं ना ये लोग भी. इंडियन फुटबॉल, मतलब इंडियन फुटबॉल नहीं बट इंडियन ऑडियंस के लिए क्या क्या कर रहे हैं भाई फुटबॉल क्लब्स वाले. डॉर्टमंड के एडमिन को ले लो, सिटी के एडमिन को ले लो, प्रीमियर लीग फॉर इंडिया का पेज बना दिया इन लोगों ने. यूवेंटस भाई कुछ भी पुराने सॉन्ग्स पे रोनाल्डो एडिट मार रहे हैं भाई. रैंडम शिट चल रहा है भाई फुटबॉल कम्युनिटी में, फॉर इंडिया स्पेशली. सबको चाहिए भाई. रीजनल पोस्ट्स आर देयर हियर. कुशनोव, रॉड्री से टैकल करते हुए बॉल एंड इट फॉल्स टू उगाते और डोरगू. अमाद डियालो ट्राइज टू विन इट. शेशको एंड वाओ, शेशको इज हियर. हाँ, धड़ाधड़ चैलेंज भाई. चैलेंज के ऊपर चैलेंज, विन के ऊपर विन, इंटरसेप्शन के ऊपर इंटरसेप्शन. कुछ भी चल रहा है भाई, कुछ भी चल रहा है मेरे भाई, कुछ भी. एक बार तुम देखो यार रेटिंग्स क्या चल रही है यहाँ पे. रेटिंग्स अगर तुम देखें तो क्या चल रहा है एग्जैक्टली. कौन खेल रहा है अच्छे से? हु इज प्लेइंग अ गुड फुटबॉल हियर? कुशनोव फॉर द टाइम बीइंग थ्रो इन ले रहा है यहाँ पे. Kushanov is taking the throw in here. थोड़ी सी स्ट्रीम लैग हो रही है क्या भाई? थोड़ी सी स्ट्रीम लैग हो रही है भाई. डोकू ऑफ कोर्स इज वन ऑफ द क्रेजीएस्ट प्लेयर्स ऑन द पिच एट द मोमेंट. यूनाइटेड की अगर बात करें तो चेस्को इज लुकिंग पॉजिटिव, बट आई डोंट थिंक यू वुड से कि भाई बेस्ट टिल नाउ, बिकॉज चांस ही नहीं मिला ना. इतना तो चांस ही नहीं मिला है. बट एनीवे, एम्बुएमो इज लुकिंग गुड ऑन द बॉल. It is Bruno Fernandes finds Embuemo. Embuemo goes in for a cross. It was Dorgu on the ball and it is cleared off from Reinders. अच्छा है भाई. This is good. This is better. This is better football. Luke Shaw now. Luke Shaw को भाई सेंटर बैक रोल में डाल दिया है भाई. एमरम ने सेंटर बैक रोल में उसको बिठा दिया है. Luke Shaw, Diallo. Luke Shaw goes back to De Ligt. De Ligt wants to find Embuemo with the long ball. He finds him, but he has no options to pass here. Bruno Fernandes. भाई अगर तुम देख रहे हो ना यार, it is very interesting looking thing for everyone. Mazraoui goes long. Sheshko is on the ball. Donnarumma का सेव है. Donnarumma का सेव है. I think everyone is appealing for a handball. Sheshko, bhai, this was a good run from Sheshko. Long ball, Sheshko. That was not a handball, I don't think so. And he wins the corner there, of course. But handball tha kya? Nah, it was not a handball. It was not a handball. It was not a handball. But bhai, smart play, smart play. Could have finished it, but yeah, finish could have been better. But yeah, that was a smart play. Like सबने अपील किया handball है, but he actually played it with his chest and it didn't hit his arm at all. सही है भाई, सही है, absolutely fine. Donnarumma goes, but नहीं handball दिया क्या? क्या offside दिया? क्या दिया? Because he was taking the long ball, but I think handball दिया. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Anyway. Whew. I was that was a weird ball, and I think that should be a foul, and it should be a yellow card for Kushinov there. I think that should be a yellow card for Kushinov. Yeah, he slammed into him. He slammed into him with no intention to win the ball. Look at that. No intention to win the ball. He just slammed into Dorgu. Yellow card, bro. This should be a yellow card. Yellow card mila kya? I don't think so. Because, yeah, मिला क्या येलो कार्ड बताओ मेरे को भाई बताओ बिकॉज कोई एनिमेशन नहीं आया आई डेंट सी रेफरी पुलिंग आउट the card from his pocket but yeah it is another free kick from a similar situation पिछली बार एम्बुएमो में लिया था इस बार ले रहा है ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस something different Embuemo is standing right outside the box to actually waiting for the ball to fall kindly to him and he can take a long shot but let's see what routine here these guys want to play. Let's see. Bruno Fernandes on the ball, taking the free kick straight to Donnarumma. No one got a head, no one got a touch from either team. Yeah, it was an average free kick. ज़्यादा कुछ था नहीं उसमें. Anyway, again, City on the ball again. They want to keep the possession, but थोड़ा सी wave आई थी अभी. There was a shift in the momentum. There was a shift in the making, if you will, because for Manchester United थोड़ा सा slimmer of hope दिखी. Last 4-5 minute के game में they had the most of the ball. They had the chances and they had the again Rodri losing the ball. Rodri ने बहुत balls lose किए हैं and Embuemo was offside. But Sheshko is playing smart, dude. He is not, actually not invisible. He is actually actively contributing to the play here. But yeah, Sheshko looks interesting, dude. Sheshko looks interesting. He seems to be falling right into place for Manchester United. I think he will need to be given 2 to 3 games more to actually, sit back into the game. I mean, settle into the game for Amorim and Manchester United. तो आज के गेम के हिसाब से तो भाई सही लग रहा है. He has the physicality, he has the will, he can pass the ball, he can dribble the ball. थोड़ी बहुत चीजें दिखी है, long shots ले सकता है. Wow, pressure भाई, press कर रहे हैं भाई. Manchester United wants to get the goal in the first half itself. Mazraoui. De Ligt finds Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw trying to look for options, finds Dorgu on his left. Luke Shaw again. Luke Shaw goes long. He tries to find Embuemo on the right and he successfully does so, and that was a horrible dribble to get past him and he loses the ball very easily there, Embuemo. This shouldn't happen, not at all, because this is a shit play. This is shit play. Mazraoui losing the ball again. Rodri on the run. Rodri tries to find Foden on the run, but very well intercepted from Luke Shaw. Mazraoui chips the ball forward for Embuemo. Foul की appeal थी, but yeah, that was not a foul. That was not a foul for or on Embuemo rather. Yeah, that was not a foul at all. Ruben Diaz on the ball now. Guys, क्या लग रहा है यार? क्या लग रहा है तुम्हें? क्या चल रहा है यार? This is going to be tricky game here because United कुछ कर पाएगी क्या भाई? क्या लग रहा है तुम लोगों को? What do you guys think? Foden again on the ball भाई. Foden भाई magic दिखा रहा है भाई. He's showing up the magic that he has on his belt. He's showing everyone कि भाई I deserve to be in this team. I deserve to start in this team. Oscar Bob है कि भाई कोई और है भाई. I don't care. I think I am the best and I will show it. आज वो drive लेके आया है भाई Phil Foden. He wants to contribute. He wants to play. He wants to be in the first team sheet, first 11 of this Manchester City team. Goes a long throw in, but very well defended there. Very well defended there. Boys, यार थोड़ा सा स्लो हो रहा है गेम. Let's look at some things here. हाँ, जो कि इंटरेस्टिंग हो यार थोड़ा सा है. तो ये देखो एक एक कंपैरिजन मैप है between Tejani Reinders of last season and Bruno Fernandes of last season. Of course, Bruno Fernandes used to play a little bit forward before Amorim, but Amorim has put him in the number 8 role as such. Or Tejani Reinders is of course the number 8 player. He will try to be dominating in the halfway line, down the midway line, and he will be contributing enough. He will be, and that is a long shot from O'Reilly, but far out. Nothing doing there, nothing doing. तो भाई लास्ट सीजन के तुम अगर स्टैट्स कंपेयर कर रहे हो, हीट मैप देखो तुम, ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस इज लाइक एवरीवेयर. ही इज ट्राइंग टू बी everywhere because that's the role Ruben Amorim has put onto him. But Tejani Reinders is more central. He's a central midfielder. He will be driving the midway channels, the central channels, not on the wings, but on the central channel. वहाँ पे थोड़ा सा वो करता है. मिलान में खेलता था लास्ट ईयर. इट वाज इन सीरिया, सो ही विल बी अ लिटिल बिट पुश्ड ऑफ, या कहे थोड़ा सा पीछे वो खेलता था. बट कमिंग टू द प्रीमियर लीग आगे जाके थोड़ा सा वो अडाप्ट करेगा. एंड आई थिंक Pep wants him to play in a little bit of a forward situation because तुम आज के मैच में अगर देखोगे Tejani Reinders, he is actually playing a little bit forward. वो actually पीछे नहीं खेलता. He is actually playing forward. थोड़े मतलब forward तो नहीं, but he is in an advanced position. He is not into his defensive zone that he naturally is. जो मिलान में, because Serie A is of course a very defensive league जो जानी जाती है. But yeah, he will adapt. But Bruno Fernandes, of course, is the integral part. He's the engine of this team of Manchester United. Along with Casemiro. Casemiro आज start नहीं कर रहा है. Actually, आज कर रहे हैं. Ugarte start कर रहा है. So Bruno Fernandes on the ball now. Amad Diallo, and it is a good tackle from Kushnerov. थोड़ा सा Amad Diallo यहाँ पे भाई unfocused है. He was not aware कि भाई इधर है कोई यहाँ पे. But Doku wanted the ball onto his feet, but it was a very, very heavy pass and he couldn't reach there. But yeah, anyway. तो ये भाई थोड़ा सा comparison है. दोनों very similar style of play करते हैं. They are very into similar roles. तो this is one of the things that I wanted to show you guys. कि भाई सही है चीज़ें. These two are the engine of the team. But आज अगर हम compare कर रहे हैं, तो actually Phil Foden is the engine of Manchester City. Jeremy Doku had like bursts. वो bursts में ही काम करता है Jeremy Doku, and वो burst उसके. And Amad Diallo is in forward position. He's in an advanced position. A good ball finding him, but everyone from Manchester City have tracked back, and yeah, everyone is settled in the defense now. अगर थोड़ा सा जल्दी पास रिलीज कर देते, and Bruno Fernandes finding Dorgo in open space there. Luke Shaw trying to cross it in, cleared away from O'Reilly. थोड़ी सी ड्राइव दिखती हुई यहाँ पे मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड के लिए. It is a really good thing. There is a drive looking for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes on the ball now. Bruno Fernandes finds Mbuemo, नहीं, Mazraoui da, and it is a foul on Jeremy Doku. But drive दिखी भाई, इस अटैक में drive दिखी. They want to go into their spaces. They want to go with the long balls. They want to make the runs in behind. This is positive. But देखो यार, जेरेमी डोकू का ये वाला भाई ड्रिबल, जो गोल उसने कंट्रीब्यूट किया था, it was all about Doku. Of course the finish was absolutely spot on, but it was all about Doku यार. It was all about Doku. I like Doku, man. Like he's a very, very good find for Manchester City, and after the departure of Raheem Sterling, they needed a player of that sorts, and they found a way better player than Raheem Sterling in Jeremy Doku, I think. But yeah, he has the burst. Like, he's not consistent enough, Jeremy Doku, but when he's in the mood, he just rips off everyone. Absolutely rips off everyone there. Jeremy Doku, Foden, थोड़ा सा misplaced pass था वहाँ पे, but collected by ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस कहाँ भाई, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा है वहाँ पे, ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस बोलता है चूतिया भाई वहाँ, कोई बात नहीं. Anyway, Rodri again goes to Kushner, but they want to go in the half time with the 1 goal lead. No unnecessary risks, going back to the goalkeeper. And the interception coming in from Mazraoui, that was a really good interception. I think we're seeing a couple of Manchester City players actually sleeping here because they have no idea what's going on. They just want to slow things down. But in the way, Mazraoui got an interception and one thing led to another, and it is a corner for Manchester United now. This can be a little bit sleepy for Man City if actually this ends up in the back of the net. It was a little sleepy play in the last 30 seconds, 1 minute or so. थोड़ा वैसा है भाई, थोड़ा है ऐसा, absolutely, no doubt about it. Bruno Fernandes here, taking the corner. दिलीप भाई बीच बीच में कंप्लेन कर रहा है, मेरा भाई है बीच में कंप्लेन कर रहा है कि भाई तो रोकना पड़ा भाई, कॉर्नर रोकना पड़ा. हाँ भाई, ईद मुबारक कर लो तुम लोग हैं, ईद मुबारक कर लो. साला चिपक गया भाई, गले मिल लिया भाई, बैठे बैठे गले मिल रहा है भाई, ये क्या बात हुई तुम्हारी है भाई. ठीक है, सब लोग एक ग्रुप में आ रहे हैं, दिलीप गोइंग फॉरवर्ड. डोनारूमा की हाइट तो है ना भाई यार, क्लियर कर दिया, आसानी से क्लियर कर दिया. Dorgu now. Dorgu is another foul, and this time it is Guardiola. बहुत सारे भाई फ्री किक्स एंड कॉर्नर्स मिले हैं अराउंड द एरिया, अराउंड द पेनल्टी एरिया फॉर मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड. आई थिंक आई एम सीइंग दिस थर्ड और फोर्थ फ्री किक बीइंग टेकन फ्रॉम अराउंड द बॉक्स. They need to make the most of it. They need to make at least a shot out of it because अब तक जितने भी free kicks रहे हैं ना यार, they are being cleared away. Not a single one I don't remember being it on target या कहे shot भी नहीं लिया है. They haven't even taken a shot in the situations because it's a little tricky when you're getting these many free kicks around the box and you're not able to at least get your head to it or your foot to it or anything at all. That needs to be there. Mbuemo again cleared away from Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland actually clearing away, and I think referee is blowing off for half time. And Manchester City 1, Man United 0. बहुत ही तगड़ा हाफ रहा है भाई, बहुत ही तगड़ा हाफ रहा है यहाँ पे मैनचेस्टर सिटी के लिए. But from the way I see this game going, it is not actually a crazy performance from either sides. It is actually very average performance from both the sides because let's be honest here, let's be honest. This is not what we are here for because सब जगह सब लोग they want to be, you know, entertainment चाहिए, थोड़ा सा conviction चाहिए, थोड़ा सा, you know, clinicalness is the word that I'm looking for. Like there are a few moments जहाँ पे interesting चीजें हुई हैं for sure, but actually किसी ने exceptional performance नहीं दिया है for now. Except, I mean, डोकू को तुम बोलोगे यार क्या crazy performance दिया है बंदे ने, but अगर तुम देख रहे हो ना अच्छे से तो you know कि भाई थोड़े से bursts ही हैं. He isn't like the perfect guy for the time being, but yeah, if you had to put, if you have to pick a player of the half, I think it will be Jeremy Doku for sure. But मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि like not the best. Like I know he's rated quite heavily on this chart here, but bursts of magic hai. He has those magical dribbles past everyone, but some might argue that भाई एक दो चीजें ही चाहिए तुम्हें. You need a couple of moments of magic to actually take the lead. and that's what happened here. Absolute individual brilliance. There was no setup, there was no clinicalness. It was just all about Jeremy Doku on that goal. But एक और चीज मैंने नोटिस की है यहाँ पे कि फिल फोर्डन on the other hand, like if you see, he's actually dropping off quite well, you know. Drop off बहुत अच्छे से कर रहा है बंदा. He is actually playing out from the back. He is actually building off the play and create कर रहा है चीजें थोड़ी बहुत वहां से वो. Kushanov has been good, I'd say. He's not the best. I mean, he has pulled off some good passes. He has pulled off some good tackles, but defensive contributions zyada hai than the attacking ones. But yeah, except for Dorgu in, let's say, Manchester United, I don't see anyone actually pulling off anything, and it is evident from the ratings as well. You know, अगर तुम इधर देख रहे हो ना यार, बहुत ही लैकलिस्टेड है चीजें. बायंडीर के एक दो बहुत ही fuck-ups हुए थे बीच में. He had a couple of fuck-ups in the middle, so थोड़ी सी lackluster लगी है. Like before the goal came in the 20th minute or so, I think United were in control, but उसके बाद they have actually fallen off. They were lackluster, they were out of ideas for the same. But coming the end of the half, last 5-10 मिनट जो रही है 35 to 45 के बीच में, City were not actually contributing enough. It was not contributing, enough. They wanted to slow the game down. City जब 35-40 minutes on the clock हुए थे, they wanted to slow the game down, but United were up and running after that. फ्री किक्स बहुत विन करी है यहाँ पे यूनाइटेड ने. यूनाइटेड हैव won a lot of free kicks and in and around the penalty area. But what hurts me the most, what surprises me the most, is that they don't have enough shots on target. ये शॉट्स भी नहीं है भाई. तुम देखो, एक शॉट है पूरे हाफ में, एक शॉट है. They had like a lot of free kicks बहुत मिली है. समझ रहे हो तुम? देखो मैं तुम्हें एग्जैक्ट दिखाता हूँ कितनी फ्री किक्स मिली है यहाँ पे यूनाइटेड को. लेट मी सी. Anyway, I'm not able to find the exact things here, but opposition half में तुम touches देखोगे, passes देखोगे, almost double है. Like ऑफ कोर्स. एंड एक चांस तुम्हें अगर याद है, एक चांस जो आया है मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का, दैट वाज इन द वेरी अर्ली मोमेंट्स जहाँ पे शेशको ने लॉन्ग शॉट लिया था, एंड दैट वाज द ओनली शॉट ऑफ मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड इन द होल हाफ. एंड दैट नीड्स टू चेंज कंसिडरिंग के भाई है चीज़ें थोड़ी सी वैसी. बिकॉज यार इतना कन्विंसिंग प्ले हुआ नहीं है अब तक सिटी का. इट वाज प्योर इंडिविजुअल ब्रिलियंस. They're playing all right. They are playing in their natural state. They are playing in their natural rhythm. जो possession based football खेलती है, but apart from it, nothing special doing for Manchester City. Phil Foden is a plus, but Phil Foden and Jeremy Doku ने पूरा half carry किया है. Haaland is almost invisible in the whole half, and yeah, that's that. तो यूनाइटेड को करना क्या है भाई? दे नीड टू क्रिएट मोर चांसेस. आई मीन क्रिएशन इज नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. अगेन आई एम सेइंग दैट क्रिएशन इज नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. They are winning the free kicks, they are drawing the fouls in the attacking half, in the attacking third, in and around the penalty area. But problem कहाँ आ रही है? Problem आ रही है clinicalness में. Just getting onto the ball, getting the touches in the opposition box. वो नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ पे यूनाइटेड से. So that needs to change here. That needs to change for sure, because this can't go on for a long time. Not really, no. अगर come back करना है, if they want to come back into the game, they need to find some sort of rhythm to their play. They need to find clinicalness. They need to find link ups between the players. And I think if we see, I think answers lie in the substitutions. अमाद डियालो कई बार थोड़ा सा स्लीपी हो गया है, so that's that. And Harry Maguire, of course, he needs to be in there. super sub है, he will find a goal, he will actually get the touches in the opposition box that are required. But उसके अलावा Kobe Manu can be tried, Casemiro can be tried, and Zirkzee I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, इतने लोग हैं who can come in. Apart from it, अगर सिटी की साइड से हम सब्स्टिट्यूशंस की बात करें, of course Savinho है, Savinho is on the bench today. Oscar Bob can come in. Of course Nico Gonzalez है, Rico Lewis है, Nathan Ake can come in for Guardiola if things are not working out or pressure ज़्यादा हो रहा है. So these are some changes, these are the some things that can be done. So yeah, that's pretty much it guys, that's pretty much it. और मुझे तुम्हें यार थोड़ी सी चीज़ें दिखानी थी. Let's look at some stats. ये एक बार एनालाइज करते हैं हम लोग कि भाई चल क्या रहा है. How are the two teams playing differently? Manchester United, of course, they are defending more because ball उनके पास नहीं रहना है. They're pressing more. They're trying to win the ball more and more. They are relying on counter attacks. इस सीजन के स्टार्ट सही है so far कि भाई कैसा खेले हैं दोनों टीम्स. गोल्स ऑफ कोर्स ज़्यादा मारे हैं मैनचेस्टर सिटी ने, बट दैट इज वेरी अर्ली टू से. अटैकिंग थ्रेट मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का ज़्यादा है बिकॉज पोजेशन बेस्ड फुटबॉल मैनचेस्टर सिटी ज़्यादा खेलती है. If you see in this graph here, because United is going through a transition phase for sure. So yeah, that's that boys, that's that. अगर हम एक मेरे को तुम्हें और चीज दिखानी है, ये तुम स्टैट देखो यहाँ पे. These are the average position for Manchester City against Brighton, जो कि लास्ट गेम खेला है यहाँ पे मैनचेस्टर सिटी ने इन द प्रीमियर लीग. क्या लग रहा है तुम्हें? 52 नंबर ऑस्कर बॉब है वहां पे. 7 नंबर इज ऑफ कोर्स कौन है भाई 7 नंबर? एनीवे 4 इज राइंडर्स, 7 इज डोकू आई थिंक, आई एम नॉट श्योर. एक बार वापस देख लेते हैं यार. सॉरी फॉर द मिस्टेक्स बॉयज, सॉरी फॉर द मिस्टेक्स. हु इज द नंबर 7? नो आइडिया बॉयज, नो आइडिया. एनीवे, बट एक शेप के परस्पेक्टिव से हम देखते हैं व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली हैपनिंग हियर. दे आर क्वाइट वाइड. अगर तुम देख रहे हो सब प्लेयर्स वाइड हैं ज़्यादा. देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ स्पेसेस बीइंग बिल्ट आउट, बीइंग लेफ्ट आउट फॉर टीम्स टू गेट इन. थोड़े वाइड रह रहे हैं, दे आर नॉट एक्चुअली कॉम्पैक्ट. 3 प्लेयर्स हैं राइंडर्स, बर्नार्डो सिल्वा और रॉड्री, जो बीच में एक ट्राइंगल बना रहे हैं टू एक्चुअली lock in the space. But उसके अलावा everyone is like everywhere. Last game lose किया था and that is mainly because of space का issue था वहाँ पे, and they were not able to actually generate as much as attacking threat, and थोड़ी सी defensive vulnerabilities आ रही थी. But थोड़ा आज उन्होंने ये improve किया है. They are actually a little bit defensively strong because actually Guardiola वापस आ चुके हैं and Kushanov is in the right back position. तो वो थोड़ा improve हुआ है यहाँ पे for sure. Absolutely. अगर हम United की देखें last match की average position, they are more central. They have more options या कहें spaces out wide. तो आज का तुम अगर गोल देख रहे हो, आज का गोल तो खैर एक एग्जाम्पल नहीं है, बट if you see United conceding, it will mostly be coming out of crosses. It will mostly be coming out of outside the box because they are very compact in that sense. ज़्यादा फैले हुए नहीं हैं. They are number 8 and number 18. जो Casemiro and Bruno Fernandes तुम्हें दिख रहा है. The both players are the pivot. They play the double pivot role, and उसके ऊपर से everything goes around. Delict of course central रहते हैं, and there was a little bit of link up between Mason Mount and Diogo Dalot there. वहाँ पे था लास्ट गेम में, बट काफ़ी सेंट्रल रहते हैं. एंड आज भी हमने देखा मोस्ट ऑफ द अटैक्स वर कमिंग आउट ऑफ दैट सेंट्रल जोन, क्योंकि शेष्को के जो 1-2 चांसेस बने हैं, एम्बुएमो के जो 1-2 रन आए हैं, बट दे आर एक्चुअली गोइंग वाइड. एम्बुएमो को 2-4 बार मैंने देखा डेलिक्ट, यूरो एंड लूक शॉ ने ट्राई किया है टू फाइंड हिम ऑन द राइट फ्लैंक वाइड आउट, बट मेनली यही है, दिस इज द मेन थिंग हियर. तो सही है चीज़, इट इज़ वेरी वेरी नाइस एक्चुअली. क्या मच्छर आ रहे हैं भाई, मच्छर आ रहे हैं अंदर, क्या क्रेजी हो रखा है भाई सब कुछ. एनीवे तो ये एक चीज़ थी भाई, दोनों के फॉर्मेशंस में हमें क्या दिख रहा है. यूनाइटेड इज़ अ लिटिल मोर फॉरवर्ड, थोड़ी अटैक ज़्यादा करती है. एंड अगर तुम सिटी की बात करोगे, सिटी का हम एक बार वापस ले आते हैं. सिटी की जो एवरेज पोजीशंस है, दे आर मोर सेंट्रल, दे आर मोर इन द मिडल ऑफ द अटैकिंग एंड डिफेंसिव जोन. तो यही डिफरेंस है दोनों के बीच में. देयर बिकॉज भाई प्रेसिंग का प्रॉब्लम हुआ था ना, अभी तक 2-3 गेम्स जो सिटी ने खेली है, दे हैड द प्रॉब्लम्स विद द प्रेसिंग बिकॉज लेट्स बी फ्रैंक, क्लिनिकल नहीं दिखी थी अब तक. आज थोड़ा सा बेटर लगा मेरे को प्रेसिंग फ्रॉम सिटी, फॉर श्योर. थोड़ा सा बेटर था सिटी का प्रेस, बट अपार्ट फ्रॉम इट इज decent enough performance. But I'm not counting out Manchester United to be on a comeback trail. We haven't played badly at all. We haven't played badly at all. तो यही है भाई, अभी स्टार्ट होगी चीज़ें. अभी अब तक अगर वी आर ट्राइंग टू सी के लाइनअप्स में हमने ऑलरेडी देख लिया एक बार, बट still if you want to see it again guys, these are the stats for the players. Jeremy Doku on the left is obviously performing really really well. um, Phil Foden is coming off deep. He is actually creating passes. He is actually opening up passing lanes by coming in deep and finding Doku on the left, Reinders on the center, and Bernardo Silva on the right. Even sometimes Haaland on the front. Otherwise, he's sometimes linking up with Rodri and such. एक और चीज़ मैंने अगर नोटिस की है, अगर तुमने देखा कि नहीं मुझे बताओ यार, हैं. बट मैंने तो नोटिस की ये चीज़ कि भाई रॉड्री थोड़ा सा ऑफ लगा है आज के गेम में. ही हैज़ लॉस्ट द बॉल क्वाइट मैनी टाइम्स. ही हैज़ in crucial areas as well, like अपने defensive half में he has lost the balls a couple of times. At least I remember that. एक बार अमाद डियालो पे उसने लूज किया था, एक बार उसने ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस पे लूज किया था, and I think there are a couple of more chances there. तो fall off तो हुआ है थोड़ा सा, I think, no doubt about that. But yeah, I think we should be back on any moment now. हाफ टाइम ख़त्म होने ही आया है. इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी रियली नाइस. सब्स्टिट्यूट्स दिखा रहे हैं वहाँ पे. कैसमीरो हैं, कोबी मैनू है. कोबी मैनू को भाई खिला नहीं रहा अमोरम as much as we'd like to see. What do you guys think यार? That is a little tricky. That is a little tricky. So yeah, that's that boys. That's that. अभी यार वेट चल रहा है भाई, कोई अगर चैट में है तो यार बताओ मुझे भाई, क्या चल रहा है तुम्हारी जिंदगी में, क्या क्या चल रहा है भाई, क्या लग रहा है, गेम कहाँ जा रहा है, कुछ कमबैक ट्रेल हो रहा है कि नहीं मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड का, और इट विल एंड दिस वे. देखना पड़ेगा भाई, देखना पड़ेगा. कोई सब्स्टिट्यूशंस एट हाफ टाइम? वार्म अप करने आ गए हैं. एवरी प्लेयर इज देयर वार्मिंग अप. हाफ टाइम है अभी भी. एमोरम ने पेप टॉक दिया होगा. क्या टैक्टिकल चेंज कुछ हो रहा है यहाँ पे? विल शेशको बी इन्वॉल्व मोर? कुछ तो बात कर रहा है शेशको एंड टोरकू आर टॉकिंग मोर. तो देयर इज सम सॉर्ट ऑफ डिस्कशंस दैट आर हैपनिंग ड्यूरिंग हाफ टाइम. एंड पेप गार्डियोला ने क्या बोला होगा यार, बिकॉज दे आर लीडिंग बट दे हैवंट लुक्ड क्लिनिकल, दे हैवंट लुक्ड द मोस्ट कॉन्फिडेंट, दे आर vulnerable at times. They're losing the ball a couple of times in the crucial areas, especially Rodri. Rodri is the one guy you rely on to be on the ball and not lose it in crucial areas or not misplaced passes. But आज थोड़ा सा वो केस नहीं रहा है. आज थोड़ा सा रिवर्स केस हो चुका है. बिकॉज वेल आज बॉल लूज किए हैं बंदे ने, थोड़े बहुत बॉल्स लूज किए हैं आज. But Phil Foden has looked positive. He wants to compete for the place in his team. He wants to contribute more. He wants to be in the starting 11 week in, week out, game in, game out. for Manchester City, and he is showing that he has the quality to be in this team. आज यही दिखा है हमें फिल फोर्डन का ड्राइव, फिल फोर्डन की confidence, his belief in himself, and that is the thing that is required the most. And look at the starting positions of all Manchester United players. Everyone is on the halfway line. They want to go attack. थोड़ी सी माइंड गेम्स चल रही है बॉयज यहाँ पे, माइंड गेम्स जैसा लग रहा है थोड़ा सा. व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक यार? व्हाट अ पोजीशन दैट इज, व्हाट अ स्टार्टिंग पोजीशन दैट इज. Mbuemo goes back to Bayern and Bayern will go long to find someone, but cleared away from Manchester City, and we are back in the game in the second half. Let's get this thing started. क्या लग रहा है बॉयज, कुछ अलग दिख रहा है क्या हमें पूरे गेम में? व्हाट डू यू गाइस थिंक? क्या लग रहा है? Doku again on the ball, but Rodri को मिलते हुए वहां पे back to Rodri. Guardiola goes long, tries to find Reinders there. Euro is there, and Euro collects it quite comfortably. जितना लगा था कि he'll face an issue, he didn't. And Mbuemo is on the ball now. Mbuemo goes back to De Ligt. De Ligt finds Bruno. Bruno goes wide to Mazraoui. Mazraoui is going forward. He signals Mbuemo to go the one way. Amad Diallo, Dorgu in the open, and it is a corner for Manchester United. Positive move भाई, positive move. वो बॉल देखो भाई, माजरावी ने क्या फाइंड किया डियालो को, एंड डियालो बीइंग डिसाइसिव देयर. एंड यही प्रॉब्लम था अब तक, डिसाइसिवनेस की कमी. They're not able to find people in the free spaces, जो कि हुआ in the first minute itself. Let's see how this corner goes. Diallo goes wide to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes goes in for a long cross, cleared away from Haaland. Luke Shaw trying to slow down the game a little bit. He's trying to find the perfect pass. And again, Dorgu on the ball, trying to find Dorgu, and sandwiched Euro there. Sandwich कर दिया था भाई. Dorgu again. Dorgu. अरे भाई, what a cross from Bruno Fernandes there. Mbuemo trying to control it. Mazraoui on the ball. Mbuemo finds Bruno. नहीं, Bruno नहीं है वो. No, it is Bruno. It is Bruno. My bad. Ugarte goes back to Bayern. Bruno Fernandes again. City भाई इतना पीछे क्यों है यार? Why are they digging deep, and why they want to defend this lead? Don't they want to go ahead and score another and secure the lead rather than just defend? Because ball आगे गया, and except Haaland, no one was there. Everyone was there in his defensive half, and Mazraoui. Effort tha. I think there was a shirt pull, and I think they are appealing for a foul. Mbuemo का ball अच्छा था. That was a good ball. There was some sort of holding, but yeah, it was a goal kick. He tried his best. But yeah, that's fine. There's a false appeal. I don't think there was much into it. Pep Guardiola sending some instructions via the medium of Haaland. कोई आया तो चैट करते रहना यार गाइस. चैट करना इम्पोर्टेंट है यार. यहाँ पे चैट नहीं करोगे तो मुझे पता कैसे चलेगा कि तुम देख रहे हो कि नहीं आज की गेम, या तुम इंडिया पाकिस्तान देख रहे हो. बता दो मेरे को बॉयज, बता दो यार. आज तो हो ही जाए यार. Manchester United on the ball, building off from the back. Euro on the ball. Euro again, close to De Ligt. De Ligt finds Euro, a little bit under pressure. Mazraoui. Mazraoui finds Bruno. Bruno finds Mbuemo. Mbuemo goes across to find Dorgu again. Dorgu wants to get in across, but Kushanov is finding him, locking him. And Dorgu couldn't decide whether he wants to go to the right or the left because the pass from Bruno Fernandes was absolutely killer. Absolutely killer. Luke Shaw on the ball. Diallo, Shaw, Bruno Fernandes goes for a long ball, but no one was there to receive it. And it is a goal kick. Ruben Amorim is not happy. I don't know what has he given the instructions. I think from the first few moments, I think he has told the team to put in a lot of crosses, trying to find Dorgu on the left, from the left itself. Right पे से अब तक इतने attacks आए नहीं हैं, but for the first 5 minutes they're all about Manchester United. And एक चीज clear दिख रही है, they want to spam crosses into the box. एक चीज clear है यार. And City के हिसाब से भी I don't think ज़्यादा कोई drive है. They want to sit back. I don't know why. I can't understand this logic, or I can't understand this tactic, if you will, because they're sitting back a lot. And a misplaced pass. And finally, City can have a little bit of the sight of the ball after 6 minutes in the first half. I don't think City has had any ball in the first half at all. I mean, first 6 minutes of this second half, not the first half itself. They scored a goal, but yeah. My apologies. It's O'Reilly on the ball, playing as a left back today. Left back. Phil Foden. Doku finds Haaland, or Haaland has scored. Haaland has scored, guys. Brilliant moment again. They just need a couple of moments. That is what football is about. Whose pass was that? Whose pass was that? Of course, Haaland will be there. He will make the runs. He will do the things that he is expected of. Haaland is known for his pace, his physicality, and his bursts of run. Bursts of runs. Haaland has scored. O'Reilly took a throw in. Phil Foden was there on the ball. Doku, it was Doku again यार. Doku ने वापस क्या ball निकाला है, and it is a clean finish from Erling Haaland. Movement देखो boys, ये तुम्हें जो reaction दिख रहा है ना boys, ये आता है कहाँ से? कि ऐसा बहुत इन्होंने practice किया है, scoring a goal from a throw in. ऐसा reaction, ऐसा you know सेट पीस तो नहीं बोल सकते, इसको क्या बोलते हैं, रन अप भी नहीं यार, क्या बोलते हो कि टैक्टिक एंड रन ऑफ प्ले इन्होंने बहुत बार ट्रेनिंग ग्राउंड में प्रैक्टिस किया है. एंड दिस रिएक्शन शोज कि दे हैव परफेक्टेड इन द ग्राउंड एज वेल. दिस शोज इट एग्जैक्टली दैट दे हैव प्रैक्टिस दिस again and again and again, and finally it is coming as a result for them. Goal आया है finally. This is their routine. They have practiced on the ground. Practice किया है बहुत ये, and this reaction shows it all, guys. This reaction shows it all. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely clinical. Absolutely beautiful from Manchester City. I think Pep Guardiola's City is back, but you can't judge of the basis of Manchester United because, let's be honest, United are not the hardest opposition you will face in the Premier League. There are a lot of better teams in the past couple of years than Manchester United. Game's gone bro, game's gone. मैं भाई पहले से बोल रहा था कि भाई क्यों नहीं आ रहा है. Why are they not trying to get on the ball? But when they did get on the ball, again Reinders, Haaland, and off the post. Oh my god! Shot again and they missed it. How did they miss this, man? How did they miss this? What a move this was. Again, it was lost by a sloppy pass. No, it was actually intercepted for Jeremy Doku. Reinders left it for Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland took a shot, got off the post. Europe didn't let Bandir collect it, and Kushinov was there to, you know, for the shot, but it went wide. How did this not end up in the back of the net? What just happened there? Everyone is shocked. Everyone is shocked of what is actually happening here, man. What a turn of events. What a turn of events. Wow. Again, right after conceding, we're seeing this for the second time today. Manchester United are looking lackluster. They are looking very, very bad. They are looking very out of ideas right after conceding. They're not able to pull themselves up in time, and that is leaving them vulnerable. They need to be more focused here. Mazarawi now, and Mbuemo. Mbuemo finds Mazarawi on the right again. Mbuemo goes to Bruno Fernandes, cleared away. Reinders clears it again, comes up to Haaland. Jeremy Doku wants to run again, wants to take on defenders. Erling Haaland is on the run, but successfully tackled, or let's say intercepted from the defenders and the keeper there with the help of the keeper. Amad Diallo finds Dorgu wide. Dorgu trying to hold off the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes goes for a cross, but easily intercepted and easily given up the pass to the teammate. It's casual football now. It is Sunday league football now. क्या ही चल रहा है बॉयज, क्या ही चल रहा है यार. ये तो कुछ भी खेल रहे हैं ना भाई, कुछ भी खेल रहे हैं ये तो. अब this is nothing doing here. Mbuemo goes wide to Mazarawi. भाई क्रॉस डालो ना एक दो. Let's see where it goes. Yes, just like that, just like that. Phil Foden tries to play it around. Mbuemo foul not given, and I think that foul will be given on Reinders by Ugarte. Mbuemo got down pretty easily, so that was not a foul any time of day. But yeah, that's how it is. देखो यार, गोल देखो यार, फिनिश बहुत सही थी. And this celebration shows that कि भाई this is being practiced a lot in the training ground or practice ground, तुम्हें जो भी कहना है. And Donnarumma is happy भाई, debutant है. Can he keep a clean sheet on his debut? Debut में क्या बंदा clean sheet रख सकता है? That is the big question here. I think who's winning this? This question is already answered here. So that's that, boys. That's that. Phil Foden to O'Reilly. Phil Foden again tackled away from Ugarte. Very good tackle. But I think it is time for substitutions here now. It is time for substitutions because whatever is happening on the pitch is not actually providing anything to anyone. There needs to be a substitution now for Manchester United. I don't know how it will impact Manchester United, who will come in as an impact, but one of the names that come into mind is Kobe Menu, probably Casemiro. I don't know Harry Maguire, how much can he actually contribute here. But apart from it, I don't think there are many quality players in the team right now. On the bench actually. तो देखना पड़ेगा बॉयज जो है बेस्ट 11 इज ऑन द पिच. Bruno Fernandes finds Mazarawi. Very, very casual play, man. There was no sort of conviction regarding that pass from Mazarawi. Very casual play right now. It's very casual. They're trying to be cheeky, but not clinical enough. Mazarawi, what a shot! No, that was Mbuemo. And a brilliant save from Donnarumma. That was a good effort. That was a good effort. First time shot on the volley, and it is a good reflex save from Donnarumma. भाई साहब क्या निकाला है भाई, क्या सेव था. Absolutely amazing guys, absolutely amazing. Mazarawi substituted out. Kobe Manu is in. Finally he's getting a chance. Harry Maguire is obviously coming in. He is, the impact sub that Manchester United day in day out finds themselves having. Harry Maguire, whenever he comes on as a substitute, he always finds a way to contribute to the scoreline, not just the play, on the scoreline, and that's what makes him special. He is Harry Maguire. Jeremy Doku tackled away. Mbuemo. Kobe Manu is offside. नहीं, that was Dorgu. But है भाई, Harry Maguire में कुछ तो X factor है. I don't know what it is, but it is there. Now look at that shot again. What a shot that was, and what a save that was from Donnarumma. Absolutely brilliant, yeah. Absolutely brilliant. Crazy shot, crazy save, and the reaction says it all, boys. The reaction says it all. बॉयज क्या लग रहा है यार, कुछ हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा, बताओ यार. हैं? What do you think is happening in the game now? What do you think is happening in the game? Is this going to end up? Can United at least get a goal, if not the win? Or Manchester United will get another goal and just seal the deal from here? Oh, Erling Haaland का shot again, भाई. Erling Haaland in the second half is alive, and how? Absolutely amazing. क्या shot था भाई, क्या shot था, and it was caught fairly comfortably from Bandir, but it was going in. It was going in. A little bit on the left, and it was in. Harry Maguire, De Ligt. Harry Maguire taking the central spot. De Ligt moving to the right to the place of Euro. Kobe Manu is in. क्या कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाएगा यार कोबी मेनू इनफ. शेशको, डोरगू. Dorgu tries to find Amad Diallo, but Amad Diallo was not ready to make the run. Run banao, bhai, run banao. You can't expect to do anything without making an effort. Amad Diallo is looking a little bit lost. थोड़ा सा ड्राइव जो है शेशको में है, थोड़ा सा एम्बुएमो है में, but apart from it, I don't think there is quite much of things happening here. Same story as the first half. Same story as the first half. More attempts from Manchester City and only one attempt coming in and good save coming in from Donnarumma. Same story is repeating itself in the second half of this game as the first half was. Harry Maguire finds Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo has moved into his natural position on the right. Tries to be cheeky with Doku but ended up losing the ball. Doku again on the ball. Trying to dribble it past, but a throw-in was the decision from the referee. Harry Maguire on the ball. Luke Shaw खेलते हुए यहाँ पे, but भाई कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग लग नहीं रहा ना यार. वही बात हो रही है यहाँ पे. What's happening here is not at all acceptable. Amad Diallo, this time he made a run. Can he reach to it? He reaches there, and brilliant reception of the ball. Mbuemo now. Mbuemo wants to get in. He wants to get in, and it is collected by Donnarumma. Mbuemo was appealing for the penalty, but he was slipping away. So penalty was not given, but this was a positive thing for United, I would say. This pass, inch here or two, if fallen into any player, I'm sure it would have been a goal. Then this is what we need. This is more of what Manchester United needs. More touches in the opposition box. They haven't had enough. I don't remember them having many touches in the box of the opposition. On the other hand, Manchester City has had a lot of touches. Dorgu there. Whew. That was cheeky. That was cheeky only if there was someone to receive it on the other hand, because Dorgu's momentum was taking him out of the playing area, if you will. Doku. Doku is giving all sorts of problems to the defenders today. He is everywhere. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes goes to Diallo. Diallo to Mbuemo. Mbuemo back to Diallo. Diallo tries to find Mbuemo. Mbuemo was found. Kobe Menu goes central to Ugarte. Ugarte to Luke Shaw. And Harry Maguire loses the ball, and Haaland is in the clear. Harry Maguire trying to track back. Haaland is in the clear, and Haaland punches it in. And there is no doubt about any offside, and Haaland's classic celebration is here, boys. He is in that zone. That shows that he is in that zone. Crazy goal, bhai. Crazy goal. Like, misplaced passes. No chance for offside because he was in his own half. And I think this game is well and truly over. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely. The thinking, the awareness of Erling Haaland to play it back to Bernardo Silva and Bruno Fernandes, I'm getting confused, but to Bernardo Silva and getting it back on before he crosses the halfway line and finishes it like it's a piece of cake. Easy as you like. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. 3-0 Manchester City. Haaland scores his second. And United again digging a hole for themselves. Where will this United downfall stop? Will it be stopped in the Premier League or will it be stopped in the Championship? That is a question United need to ask themselves. Is it a managerial problem? I don't think that is, because whoever is managing United is getting the same results. Is it the mentality of the players? Is it the players themselves? Or is it something else? Is it about the management? Is it about the, yeah, I don't know. But something is very, very wrong. Like this goal was, of course, plain old simple mistake from the United players, giving the ball away so cheaply and ended up in the back of the goal, back of the net. But there is long and hard thinking need to be done for Manchester United here, because यही चलता रहा तो भाई, this is going to be a long season again for Manchester United for sure. Mistakes हुई हैं, they have had a lot of mistakes, but that's that. It is 3-0 Manchester City. It is there. It is there, boys. It is there. Not a good day at the office for Manchester United, which seems to be going on for a quite long time. So, yeah, that's that. And I think this game is over. I think there is a chance of a fourth and a fifth goal from Manchester City. Then there is a chance for the goal of United. That's what I think. Look at the fans. They are enjoying it, boys. पीछे देखो यार, क्या माहौल है भाई एतिहाद स्टेडियम में. कौन कहता है एतिहाद है भाई? It is Etihad. It is Etihad. And people are loving it. People are loving it. Mbuemo finds Ugarte in the clear. Tries to find Mbuemo, failing to do so. Kobe Menu collects it very beautifully. Kobe Menu on the ball. Going central. क्या भाई एक दो मोमेंट ऑफ मैजिक दिख सकते हैं मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड से? Very, very hard ask, very big ask, but it's football and you should never say never. Dorgu getting a ball in, falls off for Menu, falls off for Ugarte, gets a long shot and he was not far away. He was not far away, boys. He was not far away. They need more chances. They need more shots. That's the way they're going to get anything out of this game. 3 goals inside 20 minutes is not a cup of tea. I understand that. But it's football and I don't think you should say never. I mean, come on, it's City. Of course, it is a very steep ask for Manchester United to come or rectify a 3-goal deficit. But yeah, it's football. We've seen crazier things happen. So yeah, Bruno Fernandes finding Amad Diallo. There is no one ahead of Amad Diallo to make a run. Mbuemo trying to make a run, but too little too late. Still possession with Manchester United. Kobe Menu loses the ball. Now for Doku. Tackled away from the Ligt, and it is a throw-in for Manchester City. यार थोड़ा सा ऑफ हो गया ना सीन, अचानक से एकदम सीन डेड हो चुका है। भाई ऐसे ही खेलते रहे तो नहीं हो रहा यार। They lose everything once they concede. They lose every bit of mental strength, या कहें mental temperament. Reinders in the clear now. Reinders in the clear. And a save from Bandir. Or should I say that is a miss from Tijani Reinders. Save tha bhi, I think it is given a goal kick. Haaland launching Reinders, absolutely brilliant. That was not a save. That is a big miss from Reinders. Big miss from Reinders. Sheshko tackled away from Guardiola. Nico Gonzalez is coming in. Savinho is coming in for Manchester City. Manchester City are ready with 2 substitutions. But there doesn't seem to be any positives coming off from the United bench. Ruben Amorim joined Manchester United with a lot of hopes. United fans had a lot of hopes. Players and the management had a lot of hopes, but things are not going according to plan. Jeremy Doku and Rodri are taking the leave, and Nico Gonzalez and Savinho will be replacing them. Doku had a brilliant performance. I think he is a solid candidate for man of the match. 2 assists, 2 brilliant assists, and numerous dribbles past defenders. Amazing effort from Jeremy Doku. Rodri, on the other hand, Rodri had a horrible game. He was giving away passes. He was giving away the ball very cheaply. Had it been any other team, I think they must have suffered a goal or 2 at least. Cleared away again. Bruno Fernandes gets in across. Mbuemo cleared away from Haaland. United are in a hurry now, and they should be in a hurry because things are getting serious now. Losing 3-0 in a Manchester derby is not good for their image, and it is not a good result against a struggling Manchester City too. Because let's be honest यार, City का भी यार एकदम से अच्छा सीजन नहीं जा रहा है. They have lost 2 games after scoring first. So it was not that after going 1-0 down you had no chance of coming back. It is not 2022 or 2023 City. A lot of things have changed. They are a little vulnerable. But Manchester United, Kobe Menu yaar, balling away, pulling off a couple of nutmegs. Dorgu tries to find in a cross and a block coming in from Koshanov, collected by Donnarumma. But look at Kobe Manu going there. Absolutely amazing. Finds Dorgu really nicely, and a good block, a very important block coming in from again Kobe Manu, winning the ball from Savinho. Kobe Manu is there. He wants to contribute. Absolutely he wants to contribute, but कितना ही कर पाएगा यार, अकेला कितना ही कर पाएगा. He needs support from the other players. He needs to Ugarte finds Bruno goes forward to Dorgu goes long, Mbuemo goes wide and above. नहीं हो रहा भाई, क्यों नहीं हो रही फिनिशिंग, क्यों नहीं हो रही फिनिशिंग? Casemiro and Zirkzee coming in. They want everything there. I think Ugarte and Sheshko. Sheshko is actually coming off for Zirkzee. And Ugarte will be out for Casemiro. Let's see if anything changes after the substitutions. Because it doesn't seem likely. Doesn't seem likely. Sheshko had a decent enough game. He was not able to contribute that much, but it is a throw-in for Manchester United now. Amad Diallo taking the throw. 10 minutes left on the clock. 3-0 ahead, Manchester City. And if Manchester United need anything from the game, they need to find 3 goals in the last 10 minutes. Kobe Manu. Kobe Manu goes central to find Casemiro. Casemiro to Amad Diallo. Diallo to De Ligt. De Ligt goes long and again cleared away. Zirkzee cleared away from Ruben Diaz. Again cleared away. Harry Maguire on the ball. Finds Diallo. Diallo in urgency. Finds Mbuemo. Mbuemo tries to find Diallo again in a run. Nice 1-2. It was a long shot from Mbuemo. He had Donnarumma thinking there. Again, it was not far away. That was a good effort. But efforts don't count into goals. That's the thing here. Efforts don't count into goals. If they want goals, they need to be clinical. If my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike. वही सीन हो गया ना ये तो भाई, यही बात है ना. Anyway, dude, this is shitty going around everywhere. But भाई हो सकता था भाई, चीजें कड़क हो सकती थी थोड़ी सी. It could have been more. Could have been more. Amad Diallo loses the ball again. Cleared away from Manchester City. Bandir not coming forward to receive it, not taking any risks. Maguire finds the ball to Bandir. Luke Shaw tiptoeing in his defensive half. Launch the ball forward, guys. This is not how you play at the professional level. Kobe Manu. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes goes long, goes wide, finds Amad Diallo. Amad Diallo tiptoeing with the defenders, and I think it hit Mbuemo and it went out. Mbuemo had no time to react and it hit him and it went out for a goal kick. That was a brilliant, and this is what they needed. This is what they needed the whole game to happen. And it didn't. It is a corner actually. It hit Donnarumma on the way out. It was not a goal kick. But yeah, Harry Maguire is on to something here, I think. And it is a shot, and it is again missed from Casemiro on the far post. This is the best football we've seen Manchester United play in the whole game. He was not offside. He was not offside. It hit him on the way out. This was one of the best spells of Manchester United the whole game. This is what they needed to do a little while back. Again going to Amad Diallo down the right hand side. It is Kobe Menu. Falls off to Dorgu. Dorgu gets a shot in and it is high and wide. No one is able to keep it inside the box. No one is able to hit it with a little bit of clinicalness. No one is able to keep it down. At least try to make the keeper work to save the shot. Because just doing random shots helps no one. Fuck's sake, bro. For fuck's sake. Nico Gonzalez. And now it finds Savinho. A long ball to Savinho. Foden goes back to Guardiola. Goes wide to Kushanov. And it should be a foul given against Manchester United. And I think there is the time for substitutions going on. Two substitutions coming in for Manchester City. Oscar Bob coming in for Erling Haaland, and Nathan Ake coming in for, I think it should be Guardiola who should be coming out. 2 goals from Erling Haaland and 2 very well taken goals. That is what Erling Haaland is known for, and that is exactly what he did. Clinical finishing. He will not get many chances in the whole game, but when he does, you know he will score. And that's the kind of performance that Erling Haaland gave today. Bernardo Silva actually came out for Nathan Ake, so I think, I think I can see Nathan Ake telling his teammates that the formation will be 5-4-1 from now on. They're going all out defense. And it is a foul given for Manchester United. They have a free kick. Casemiro. Casemiro on the ball. Kobe Mainoo finds Casemiro again. Harry Maguire on the back line. Matthijs de Ligt tries to find a long ball in, but nothing doing particularly. Reinders finding Oscar Bob wide outright. Trying to play a little conservatively now, Manchester City here, because they're not far away from snatching up 3 points from Manchester United in the Manchester derby. Look at the fans, they are happy, of course, and why shouldn't they be? They are the home team. It is being played in the home of Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. And with the horrible season, it was not horrible, but a bad season last season, that they won no trophies, they look positive coming off of the international break. The press is effective today. Absolutely. Embuemo finds Diallo again. Diallo wants to put the cross in. He delayed the cross, put it in with his right foot. Casemiro, Kobe Menu. I think there was an appeal for offside and it was given at the end. I think we are touching the minute 90 on the clock. Think there shouldn't be more than a couple of minutes to be added in the second half, and it is 4 minutes. It is 4 minutes, but I don't think much is going to change in the 4 minutes. I don't think there's a goal coming in for Manchester United in this half now. I think that is that for the game for Manchester United. They would want to get a consolation goal, at least something like a participation trophy. Reinders shooting the ball across, trying to find someone, but it ran out off the other side, and that was that. Erling Haaland will most probably be given the man of the match today because of his performance, of course. He was there, he was everywhere, was contributing everywhere. He had a couple of clearances, he had helped out in defense as well and in attack as well. As I said, he doesn't need many chances to clinch. If he gets the few chances, he makes sure to make the most of those few chances. And that's what he's there for. Even if he gets one chance in the whole game, there is a high chance that Erling Haaland will convert that chance. Blocked off. That was a good rocket from Casemiro coming in, but blocked off from the Manchester City wall. At the back line, if you will. Bruno Fernandes goes long, finds Amad Diallo again on the right. Embuemo. Bruno Fernandes goes long, tries to find Dorgu, and it is wide off the header from Dorgu. Donnarumma feels likely that he will have a clean sheet in his first game as a Manchester City player. He was not entirely silent. He had some couple of worrying moments. He made those saves which he is expected to do. That's why he is here in the team. And that's what he is there for. Absolutely. That's what he's there for. कुछ तो भाई बड़ा सा कीड़ा आया था भाई, पता नहीं चला मेरे को क्या था, but anyway. Manchester United, Oscar Bob on the ball, trying to find another goal coming in. Bayern Dier clears it, and it is a corner for Manchester City. अभी तो भाई टाइम वेस्ट होने वाला है और कुछ है नहीं खास यहाँ पे. टाइम वेस्ट है, पूरा का पूरा टाइम वेस्ट है यहाँ पे. Down by the corner flag, a throw in coming in for Manchester United actually. But the time is over. And that is that. Manchester City, Pep Guardiola have done it. They have come out and answered all the questions that the media had for them that they're not pressing well, they're not doing anything at all. But है भाई, आ गई भाई सिटी इज बैक। आज जो वो प्रेसिंग का इशू था, जो फॉर्मेशन, जो डिफेंसिव स्लॉपीनेस की बात करें, रॉड्री ने ऑफ कोर्स थोड़ा सा वरिंग मोमेंट्स दिए हैं फॉर श्योर। इट वाज नॉट लाइक अ वॉक इन द पार्क इन द फर्स्ट हाफ। Rodri was a little off in the first half, but apart from that, a very, very solid display from Manchester City. प्रेसिंग अच्छे से कर रहे थे आज यार, प्रेस वाज इफेक्टिव। जो अभी तक चीजें नहीं चल रही थी वो उन्होंने वापस लाई। दे गॉट रिड ऑफ एवरीथिंग एंड दे आर बैक। मैनचेस्टर सिटी आर बैक इन द ग्रूव। वेदर the question is about Manchester City, Manchester United. The worrying moments continue, guys. The worrying moments continue because बहुत आंसर्स हैं यार, नहीं हुआ है कुछ। क्रिएटिविटी इज जीरो। कूनिया की कमी थोड़ी सी खाली है फॉर श्योर। इफ कूनिया वाज हियर आई थिंक थिंग्स कुड हैव बीन डिफरेंट, बट इंजरीज आर अ पार्ट ऑफ द गेम. So there are no exceptions there. But anyway, this was a good stream. This was a good game. I think consistent display from Manchester City, which they have been doing for quite a while. So I don't think there was any problem whatsoever anytime at all. तो यही है भाई, इसी के साथ एंड करेंगे स्ट्रीम। थोड़ा सा एनालिसिस बाद में करेंगे शायद या नहीं, we'll see about that. But yeah,